Hey, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders in GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word of truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Wa'akwath. And what I want to go into this lesson, coming off the Day of Atonement, something that's really been on my mind, but I was watching the elder Ariala from the Dallas GMS Dallas branch, and he had a video going into every problem is not your problem, and the scriptures that he was reading was resonating with me because lately, I've been trying to move and just been worrying about am I gonna get the place and things of that nature, and he was just going into the video about how, hey man, a lot of the stuff that we make big is not really big, and that's so very true. The stresses of life get to us, and we sometimes could enlarge problems that really ain't a problem. Not saying, don't be mindful of things or just walk around in la la land, but you stress is a very big killer. It could lead to disease, and like the elder was saying, Yahweh Shai is coming back, man. And we must keep this at the forefront of their mind. Sometimes I've been thinking that lately, keeping that in my mind, like, man, Yahweh Shai gonna come, and because at the end of the day, this ain't the end all be all. And like he said, this is the easy part. We haven't even, we're not fully fledged in Jacob's trouble yet. So I want to start out with Psalms 55, verse 22. It says, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." Right. So we ought to cast our burdens upon the Lord, man. Okay? That's the instruction given. Let me get that in the NLT. It says, "Give your burdens to the Lord, and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall." Right. And hey man, that's I could end a lesson right there. Again, man, a lot of times, we worry about things, man, and we can give our mind over to it, and that's why exercise is good, staying in the word is good, listening to videos is good, teaching is good for brothers, because it just keep you in a spirit. And I was listening to another brother video earlier, how they was going into staying in the spirit, and how the more you in this truth, you learn to that you got to be in the spirit. And that's so true. I'm still learning, and I have learned that. I ain't gonna say I'm just fully, I got it all, but I really grasp that more than when I first came in. I used to hear brothers talking about, fasting and doing things to stay in the spirit, and I really didn't get it, but I grasp it a little bit more. Now, hey, I'm still a work in progress, and I'm still learning. But yeah, man, just staying away from fleshly things all the time, man, it really does help the spirit grow, man. I ain't gonna lie, that fast that I did, it helped me, man, because I hadn't fasted in a while, but I did it for the Day of Atonement, and I just prayed to the Lord to give me the spirit to endure the fast for the 24 hours, and it took me back to when I said a fast can hurt, but it feels good. And the more you get used to it, the longer you can go. But it feels good in a sense of, just, I don't know, man. It just does something to your spirit. And it's just good to get away from those things. And, yeah. So I want to go from there to, and this is a quick little exhortation for brothers and sisters. Matthew 6 and 34. This is Yahweh Shai. All right, giving basically the same, he gave the instruction. And then, Apostle Paul, he reiterated basically, now in Psalms, that's, let me see, Psalms 55, it might have been King David, but, Apostle Paul in his epistles, he reiterated the same thing. Now, when you go to Matthew 6, and verse 34, it says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself." Yeah, constantly worrying, constantly stressing out, man. And we humans, man. It don't take much for us to stress out about things. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof, right? So we have enough evil, enough to worry about for this day without worrying about the next day and next week and next month. Now, that don't mean be proactive about things. You know, you got to take this lesson and what I say in proper perspective, because sometimes you do have to plan things out, okay? But again, we got to know when it's just kind of going too far, because again, everything is Lord's will. So, I mean, my example, I want to move and get a better place. You know, I kind of been, a little worried about it. Am I going to get the place and this and that? At the end of the day, I'll be telling myself, hey, Lord will, man. The Lord, he's going to move me where he want me to be and where it's going to be perfect for me and my situation. And every time the Lord do it, every time I move to a home or apartment, I think about it, it has been perfect for my situation. You know, as far as convenience, things around me, getting to work, everything, man. It's been convenient for me. So, hey, at the end of the day, can't even stress out about it too much. You know, I just gotta basically put my best foot forward. If I don't get the place, it is what it is. There's other places, and hey, it is what it is. Now let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "Cast all your care upon him." Wait, let me see. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time." And that's so very, very true. We have to be humble in this thing, man. Okay, the Lord is going to exalt us in due time, all right? That's a lesson within a lesson, really, like Apostle Charles say. All right, being humble, okay? "Casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you." See? And this is what we gotta tell ourselves. This is what we gotta remember, man. That, hey, at the end of the day, this ain't the end all be all. We have a chance to be the elect. Okay? That's a big deal that sometimes could slip your mind. That like, man, hey, for brothers out here, like you really can be on that level. You really could be the 144,000. You know? So anything on this earth, man, compared to that, we on the mission, like the elder was saying, we on a mission. We gotta remember that. Okay, let me keep going though. It says what? "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." All right, and that's so very true. And a lot of that stress is Satan, man, putting things in your mind. That's another aspect of it. All right, that worry demon, that stress demon. That's Satan whispering in your ear, "Oh man, you ain't gonna get the place. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't doing enough. What if you get fired? What if you can't afford it?" You know, all of these things. Whatever you stressing out about. What if you ain't taking care of your family the right way, or you ain't doing enough? You know, whatever it is, man. That a lot of times that's Satan, man. Now we do have to check ourselves and see, are we handling things the right way, especially when it comes to the ministry. My brother, did a lesson on that. But at the end of the day, hey, we got to put things in proper perspective. Okay? Now I want to go from there to Philippians, the 4th chapter. And this is one of the scriptures the elder brought out. In verse 4, it says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice, man." All right, rejoice, man. The Lord have given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's something to rejoice in itself. Okay, the kingdom is within you, man. We got a part of the kingdom by knowing these scriptures, understanding these scriptures in its purest form. Okay, we got to rejoice in that, man. Verse 6, it says, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High." So we got to pray for the things that we want. And if the Lord see fit, we'll receive them. And if not, he didn't see fit to give it to you. And we just got to respect it, man, and move on. Okay? That's it. And that's what I keep telling myself. Whether I get the place or not, hey, it was up to the Lord. If the Lord decided to keep me here or move me to another place or that place, it's all up to the Lord. And it's nothing really I can do. All I can do is keep going to work, and just and apply and do this, and that's it, man. The world ain't gonna end, man. We got a kingdom to look forward to, man. That's why I keep telling myself, like, man, I got a kingdom to look forward to, So stressing about women or the lack thereof of women, and not having enough money and needing them things can get to you. If you struggling to pay rent and pay utilities, or you got your baby mama in your ear or whatever, however it go, man, them things can stress you, And again, we need to be on our business, but at the end of the day, man, we got a kingdom to look forward to where we ain't gonna do no stressing. We gonna be able to afford everything, man. 10 times over, 20 times, 30, 100 times over. Okay? Yeah, man. So I want to end off with this scripture in Isaiah, and this is one of my favorite scriptures. Isaiah 24 and verse 3 says what? Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Does that mean life gonna be peaches and cream every day? No. But for the most part, the Lord he'll give you that balance. The Lord is about a balance, man. And he will, even in a rough time, he know how to keep you in a peaceful state. That's why you gotta stay in that prayer, man. Praying for the strength to endure, man. Because in turbulent times, he'll give you that strength. And then in hindsight, when you look back, you'll be like, man, sometimes you look back like, I don't know how I made it through that, but it was the Lord who gave you that strength. All right? Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. See? Trust ye in the Lord forever. Forever in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. All right? That's our rock. That's our strength. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay? That's our strength. And we got to pray to him. We got to ask for what we want. Okay? Not wavering. And we got to keep our heads up, man. And we got to always remember, hey, we got a kingdom coming. Okay? We got to remember, this ain't the end all be all. We ain't going to always be in America struggling, stressing. No. We got something great to look forward to. All right, matter of fact, I was going to end out with that. But let me get this. This one I'm going to end out on. Just because it came to me. Okay? Psalms 126. All right? Verse 1, it says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. See? Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them. So all of these heathens that we under, they gonna look at us in our kingdom and say, the Lord have done. They gonna know, like, man, the Lord have done great things for them. Wow. Look at their kingdom. Look at what they got. You see? Verse 3, the Lord have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. And that's it. That's the period, exclamation point right there. The Lord is getting ready to do great things for us. Yes, it will be turbulent time. Yes, through much tribulation, we're going to enter the kingdom. But the Lord will give us the strength, the wisdom, and the knowledge to how to maneuver and to endure, man. Okay? So Lord willing, this was, uplifting and edifying to the next lesson. Shalom.